Holy cow! It is Wednesday, October 27th, 2021, and welcome to another episode of Camera and Flask. And we're finally all back after a couple of weeks of being here solo and everything else. Ben, Caleb, it's good to see you. I'm glad everybody is doing well, and happy Wednesday to you both.
Happy Wednesday to you too. Lovely to see you both after, how many weeks has it been? 3, 4? It's been a little
gosh,
while.
yeah. 4 maybe?
Yeah, as we
it
pushed
feels
this
like
so
forever.
many times.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I was just laughing. I there's an ad for the video, the stream here. Somehow I got logged out of YouTube, and it's for forehead wrinkles. And it's just showing a bunch of bald guys putting ointment on their foreheads. So I don't.
You know where you
what's
could
up
probably
with
get that
but-
ointment? On Wish. It would be a thing.
Oh, gosh.
Forehead wrinkles and everything would probably be something you would find on Wish.
From Swiss Navy. There's quite a lot of stuff like that, yeah.
I like how we went from 44 people to 28 in like
Just
3
dumped
seconds.
when we hit live. It's kind of coming back
Unbelievable.
up. People are like, nice.
If people
Oh,
remember,
my
go, oh, I
goodness.
remember this shit, and then just log out again.
Yeah, they're like, oh, now I remember why I left this thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
to all the people
Wooter.
who are here, Wooter, we've got, is Wooter new? I think maybe.
He
I
is.
don't
He was
know.
on my stream, and I mentioned Wish stuff, and he's like, Wish junk, yes. I'm
Yes.
headed over now.
We got some
Cool.
So
junk.
he's excited.
Yeah.
Bamaga Studios, what cameras do you recommend for live streaming Family Feud kind of game? I don't know. GoPros? I don't know. That new DJI camera? Really close
Yeah.
to people? Just mess around. Anything's better than the camera I got on Wish. So I could send you that one if you want.
What a
It's
shocker.
only-
You're spoiling
Yeah.
it.
Just ignore me.
Revealing too early. I was expecting it to be an amazing bit of
Gotta
kit.
save it.
Just ignore me.
Yeah.
From Oxford. How are you? Who else do we have here? Dan, does anyone else have trouble maintaining momentum on their projects lately? I go like heck, then during editing, big down, and feel like I'm never going to... Yeah, we feel that way sometimes.
Always.
It happens.
Well, not always. Quite a lot.
It happens. It's a thing. Okay, who else? 360 Grad's here. Bill's here. And Mike's here. Sam's here. Charles is here. Raps is here. David, Oliver, Avinash. Yeah, it's good to see everybody.
Yeah.
And very lively in the chat, so keep it going. Quick reminder, if you have a question, you want to make a comment that you want to get our attention for, just put an @the_C47 in the chat, and we'll keep an eye on that. And just ignore me. By the way, my real name is Kate. Now this is... where are we? Is this OnlyFans? I don't know what's happening here, but let's get on to... This is ridiculous.
Welcome,
Let's get a
Kate.
drink.
Yes.
Caleb, are you drinking today? Something other than water?
I am.
Well,
I am.
Then
Oh, wow.
bring it on. You get.
Let's do
Let's
It's
do
nothing
it.
Welcome
Go
back.
for it.
special. I
Come
forgot
on,
to
you're
bring
up.
over the good
Let's
stuff.
go.
But today we're just going to the old standby. the
Founders
gem
Reserve.
standby.
I can tell. by
Can't
the
mess
color.
around. I gotta
Gotta
start.
do it.
I gotta ease back into it. I haven't had a drink in. I've been on this diet for it's like 10 weeks now.
Yeah.
No
Wow.
alcohol.
So is this the first drink?
I had one. It was
One.
8 weeks. It was 8 weeks. But now that we're on the stream together, it's my first one with you guys.
He IV
Okay.
dripped that shit.
Yeah.
Gab,
Yeah.
nice to have you. First time. Welcome. We had a really weird visitor last week that both of you didn't get to experience, but some of the people here did. But that was a little strange. It was a lot worse than your Roger Deakins, I'll tell you that. But before
Oh,
we get
boy.
to that, Ben, what are you having to drink?
Well, you see, because this episode has been delayed, postponed a couple of times now, so I was all set to drink Guinness because my Irish passport finally arrived in this little gap. But
Congrats.
now I'm here and I'm in the UK and I don't have that with me. So what I have got, what I bought, and I'm afraid I have already cracked into this. This is Coteau de Béziers, and it's unbelievably bad.
Oh
It's
dear.
red wine.
Oh, really?
It's you know. Do you ever get that if you have a
It's a perfect
sometimes the
drink
bottle
for
of red?
the Wish challenge.
It
Yeah,
really
exactly.
is. It really is, because the label's great. It looks good from the outside. Unfortunately, what's inside doesn't marry up to it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those. Sometimes you get a bottle of red that on first tasting is a little harsh, and I sometimes find that the next day it's actually mellowed out and it's better. Not often. And I had big hopes for this to do that. I opened it last night, and it's even worse today than it was yesterday. But I'm going to persevere.
It doesn't have Co in the name, though. It doesn't have Co.
What?
And by Co, I mean C-O-C-K, because that seems to be a theme with some of the drinks that you have. Coburn is the nice way of saying it.
Drink-wise, I do seem to have a bit of a cock obsession. That is true. However, I've departed from that this time. The Gold Cock isn't here, and the Coburns isn't here, or Coxburns, if you're pronouncing it literally. Yeah.
I don't know. We got a Macallan 12 happening, and David is having a Nika from the barrel.
Oh, very
actually
nice.
Actually, the barrel, or it's barrel. They're all.
It's from. That's what it says on the. That's what it says on the little.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
Isn't it? It's always those little square bottles. Beautiful, nice whiskey. I like that.
I'm going Glenlivet as well. This is the new favorite from Glenlivet. It's called Illicit Still. Apparently, this is their original kind of. It's better. It's good.
Is it the replacement to the 12?
No. It's like a special.
Oh,
they don't have it all the time.
I've not had that one then.
The original stories. What the heck that means? But I will tell you that it. I don't think it's around for a long time. Here in Oregon, it goes for about $59 a bottle.
Ooh,
so it's not super cheap, not super expensive. Well, it was a present from our friends here in the chat. Remember?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I might have bought another bottle though. This is still the original. Though. That's I think maybe.
Judging by the way you're slurring, you might have finished the bottle before.
I have had nothing to
drink. Please,
I've had nothing to drink but water. And cheers to
everybody.
Slanjo.
Cheers.
Okay, let's go. Come on. And Shazam is here. What's up, Shazam? Good to see you. Yes, Ian. Ben probably should be using that for cooking rather than drinking.
Man, honestly, that's exactly what this is, cooking wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little tart.
I have had Glenfiddich, Austin. I generally prefer Glenlivet over Glenfiddich, but there's some others that definitely are hitting above both of them.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll switch over just for kicks, mix it up.
Yeah. Gotta mix it up sometimes. Have a little, Jura sometimes, and just some other great stuff. Suntory, the Cheetah, single grain Japanese whiskey, morning glass. After night shift in Australia. Quentin?
Morning.
There you go. You guys watch Whiskey Tribe? I don't know what that is, but I maybe should be. And then I can waste more of my life. It could be my version of TikTok. My kids have TikTok. I could have Whiskey Tribe. Whiskey Tribe. Hot Ones, Whiskey Tribe. I watch lots of strange cooking videos. And the ones I've been watching lately are... there's like 4 different families that are based in Eastern Europe, and they cook everything. I mean, like ostriches and everything else, and they build tandoor ovens from scratch, and it's pretty amazing. I love it, but it's not for the. Okay. It's not for the. What do you call it? Faint-hearted. It's not for people who get a little squeamish about things, because you're picking up heads of animals, and they're
it's
going
not vegan
all
friendly is what you're saying.
Oh no, they're going. It's like from beginning to end. They're not going to the supermarket and unwrapping something. Let's just say that, but it's pretty great.
360. I'm never going to be able to look at him when we do this again now without thinking about that. That's amazing. Notice how Jem nicks his head to one side to counterweight the single AirPod.
No, it's actually not that. It's just I have the worst posture of any human being ever, and I don't know what it is. I think it's when I messed up this shoulder or something, but no excuses.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Check this out.
I'm old now.
This is me just relaxing with holy balls. No excuses. Oh, look at this! My phone just.
What are you doing? Is this like FBI? What are you doing? Recording us? Unbelievable.
I haven't touched my phone like in an hour.
I don't know what's happening. A lot of things.
As I was saying, these are my shoulders just relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's not making
good.
me laugh. No, it's not. It's not making me
good.
laugh. No, it's not.
No.
This is me with my regular
not
posture.
good.
If I turn around from the side, I mean, I'm like an 85-year-old man for sure.
I'm starting to have regular physio sessions to try and sort this out. Same
talking
thing.
about
I think if you've
spine
been
issues,
carrying
the views are
kit
going up.
around, yeah, there you go. Brilliant.
I love it.
Well, we're on a roll right now. This is like all we're going to talk about
Just
is our aches
middle-age
and
complaints.
pains. No, come on.
Yes,
All
you're
right.
100% right. 360, the DOP shoulder. Except I think mine is too much gear. I thought it was cool to have these huge duffel bags when I first got into video. So I just had these massive duffel bags and stuff. And messenger bags.
Messenger bags,
And then
same.
I jumped. I'm not going to get into it. Jumped into the river to rescue my dog, and I like grabbed a ledge on the way down, and like massively screwed up my shoulder. All those
Yeah.
put together, whatever that
Bad.
is. Yeah.
Black ice, 12 years ago, physical therapy, everything never healed properly. It's yeah,
Mine
and I
was
had
a-
frozen
mine was a-
shoulder on this arm too. It's the worst.
They just stick with you. Nothing goes. I got hit on the head with a barrier in Serbia when I was. On
I
the
remember
motorbike.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's still not right. I still get tinnitus and like really bad neck pain and all
gosh.
sorts of stuff from that all this time. So, Jeff, you were asking about what videos would you recommend to smaller YouTuber like myself to start filming? My niche is for dads on a budget. Well, there you go, dads. Just physical therapy. That's a good.
Yeah. Video
place to start.
dads. Well, you know, Slavic used to have a channel which was basically
Yep.
called Video Dads. That's what it was. And it was a couple of. They weren't really doing videos for dads. They were just two dads who were in video production. But
And then he cut his hair and started tucking in his shirt and being all lame.
yeah, stop being lame. Come on, embrace who you are, Slavic.
Hipster forever.
Hiding behind all those fake names. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of which, is this the week we should have been in Vegas? Is this NAB week?
Oh my gosh, I think you're right. Or we may have missed it.
I don't know. It's this month.
No, yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. I think you're
I
right,
can't
though.
remember.
26th feels like that's right.
I'll tell you something that's weird. Just ignore me saying at Sky London. Are you actually in London? And are you called Sky because it's a lovely name? Strangely enough, I dated somebody named Sky in high school, and my son's name is London. So there you go, full circle. I don't know what that means, but I just thought I'd mention it.
So he has. Never mind. I'm not going there.
You should. This is the show to do it, Caleb.
Yeah. He has a father-spouse connection with you.
No, that's
Something.
weird. That's strange.
I know. That's why I said. That's why,
All right, so I guess we should start talking about this thing called Wish. Which,
Yeah, we
by
should
the
get
way,
into this,
since I Guillermo Memo Montesinos is here. What's up, pinche huevos? Let's go ahead and Sky is in London, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, the plot thickens. I don't even know what to say about all of this. Okay, so there's this thing called Wish. By the way, I haven't gone back to it since all of this thing happened.
Nor
I'm
will
trying
I
to stay
ever.
away. I don't think that's not part of my existence anymore. We should go through what we did order, and we can talk about what we actually got and all of that stuff. So should we do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do that kind of recap.
All right. So I guess I'll start with you, Caleb. We'll bring up
Got it.
your stuff here. And mainly because if we take a look at this page here, we have an RGE fill light stick. But this is where we have the quarter inch nut hole is on here. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, this is where quarter inch nut hole comes from. It's in the copy below the buy button. And you did get this, right, Caleb? Or at least you ordered.
I have
what
it on my
is-
desk right now.
Okay, great. And then
I ordered what that page said it is.
your second big spend was this Fire 50% off $22 microphone that comes with about $150 worth of accessories, or not, but it seems like it's too good to be true. But this is it, right?
That's it. Minus a lot of those accessories because I chose the not everything option.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I
Got it.
chose the everything package of that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this
okay.
amazing HD SLR camera. I would be very surprised if there's a mirror in there, but there might be. But it's exciting.
And to explain to those who did miss the first episode when we talked about all this, see how there's $7, $99, $199, and then I wrote in 33. The $7 is if you choose just the lens cap.
Okay.
So.
Oh, actually?
Yeah. Oh yeah. As you scroll
Yeah.
through, you're like $7 for a camera, sweet. You click on it, and it's like choose an option: lens cap,
Unbelievable.
actual cameras.
Okay, so then we go
Yeah.
to your description, blah blah blah. It's pretty exciting. Okay, let's go to we'll go to, I guess, Ben. I don't
Yeah.
understand that kind of money, but
monies.
yes.
So, all right. So this is in Czech crowns for anyone new. I live in the Czech Republic, although I'm currently in the Lake District, which is where I'm from. Long story, but when we did this, I was at home in Czech, and that's in Czech crowns. So 920 is about £30. So I don't know, $40, give or take, something like that. And that is exactly the same microphone that Caleb ordered, but I did get the full package with all of that quality accessoryage that you see in the picture.
That paper thin piece of the mount that it clamps onto your desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an amazing piece. It's a perfect connection. If you could take that perfect connection and combine it with a 1/4-inch nut hole, I think we could solve most of the world's problems. Look at that pickup pattern. A true cardioid pickup, meaning heart, and there's lots of stuff that you got, including the pop filter, including that perfect cable. And and then
the
this
clips, I forgot.
What were you actually buying these
worth it.
for, Ben? Ben, what is the real purpose of those clips? Okay, because I know you were on Wish.
Purposes, Jem.
Okay,
Multiple purposes.
Now it
Clamp
makes sense.
a whole myriad of things with those clamps. Yeah.
Oh, and then look at this, VGym.
Yeah.
There it
The
is.
VGym. Although
VGym.
it wasn't actually, by the time it arrived, it wasn't called a VGym. It was called a Ulanzi.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Upgrade.
Good.
Maybe.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Well, I would say.
I hope
got more letters in it.
Caleb, you got more than a $7 lens cap, but there you go. Here's the amazing 4K camera system that
So
I
now
purchased.
this is you, right?
This is me, and when I purchased this, they said it was coming. I paid for that expedited, or I chose one that had expedited shipping, and then the day before it was supposed to arrive, oh, we're sorry, we canceled your order. It's like when you order an Uber, and it's 1 minute away, and they say, oh, we just decided to cancel your trip. And so that's kind of what they did to me. And then they sent out, I had to buy another one, which was very exciting. What were we going to say, Ben? I could tell by the breath you were about to say something.
No, I was.
All right. I got a great, amazing 2021 new light. Also costs a lot more than $13 because I bought a longer version of it. And I think it was longer. Yeah, it was. It wasn't that much, but there we go. It was close. I was a little over. What are you going to do? And there we go. So we've gone over all of that. And then we have David, who's coming in, who's probably in the chat right now. David Carroll, who's he's been a part of a lot of the challenges and everything. He bought a pair of headphones, and he's going to come in at 3:45 Pacific time and tell us about his. And I have a PDF on deck. Who's going first?
Okay.
What they got? You want to go?
Does anyone
first,
feel
Ben, or-
like they have something that worked out really great?
Yeah, I would say, because I haven't really got
I don't
anything
know.
to show in terms of PDF or anything or stuff with it. I have the light.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think we could have a little
There it
talk about
is.
that and the microphone. Now, my sort of rationale behind choosing what I chose was that I wanted things that I would actually use on jobs, and that wasn't destroying the planet by unnecessary plastic crap like bits of cameras, which clearly weren't gonna work. I have a conscience and That was my decision.
Thanks for that knock.
We don't.
Other
we don't.
people
So that's
make their own
fine.
decisions.
We understand. Yeah, we understand
Anyway.
that we are doing our part to ruin this great.
So
I've got little kids, man. I just gave them a toy. Great.
Right, exactly. Yeah, go have fun. All right, let me see your fake MC.
So this is exactly what this is. It's a fake MC. I used this on a proper paid job last week. And we had, a few of us had similar little fixtures, and we were using them on the candle setting because we were filming a World War II documentary about these bunkers that are along the Czech border. And we had we had 30 soldiers all in period dress, and they were very, very picky about everything being as was. And they were only lighting things with oil lamps at the time. So we had oil lamps, but they weren't giving out enough. So we just stuck these all over the place. Not all the same model, but all on the candle thing. Now, the colour temperatures were slightly off on the candle setting, but with a bit of CTO, we managed to get everything in the same ballpark, and it worked really, really nicely. So it's the same. It's got most of the same functionality as an MC, obviously, other than no app control. It's a little clunkier to use, but it works all right. So you have... I'm going to try and actually change some of the modes on it. I can't remember how you do it.
You're down to I'm going to say 1 frame per second. Maybe one
Really?
frame per 3
way
seconds.
Past that. Yeah,
way
one
past.
frame
You
every
were
6
It's
seconds.
kind of cool though. I feel like we get like poster
Can you at
frames
least hear
in
me?
Oh yeah, we can hear
Yes,
you.
we can hear you just fine.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So, well, the highlight features of this, it's got a really big color temperature range, 2,500 K to 9,500, I think, something like that. And it's got all the full RGB mode. It's a really solid little light. It comes with a diffusion thing on that clips onto the front of it. It's plasticky. It's not as well made as the more well-known alternatives. But for 30 quid, if you don't factor in the 2 weeks you're going to wait for it and the and the tax and the shipping and all that stuff, then it would have been a great bargain. If you bought this on Amazon, definitely
Right.
worth the money.
Yeah.
Right. So
What's
that's
the model
that.
number again?
Well, it's now called the Ulands. I've just blinded with myself with it, so I can't see. It's called the
there a number?
VL120 RGB.
It's okay. We can't see you
Well,
blinding
that's
yourself because, as Sky said, you're on 1 frame per hour right now.
So let me
And,
just a little explain some of the environmental issues that are probably causing this. So I'm in the Lake District on the end of a very long telephone line in the little valley, and we've got torrential like flooding, proper flooding, rain.
Oh,
So
geez.
that's what's going on. Yeah. So I was kind of pleased with that. So it's been used. It's earned money already.
In euros, what does it come down to?
What did it say? It was 1,000. It was 1,000 crowns, wasn't it? So it's like 25 euros.
Oh, not bad at all.
Is that
and
right?
the little
No,
cover,
more than
the
that, sorry.
diffuser,
A little more than that.
you could fill that with
35,
like a drink
40.
or something like that. You could use it to have some soup or something when you're camping.
Okay.
I know you're knocking on them, but that
No.
brand is actually legit. I've worked
For
with them.
$25? It's insane. Do they have an app
Yeah,
too?
$24 on Amazon
No.
right now.
No. Okay.
There's no app control. It's all manual. But
you could buy 4 of
something
those
to
for
just-
1 MC.
Right.
That's
You
true.
can't control
pretty dang.
4 of them. You have to go around and do them all
And
manually.
is
with
it
your finger.
RGB? It is RGB, right, Ben?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all
It's full RGB.
water. Yeah.
So it's
Nice.
full
That's a
RGB, the
good
full
move.
set of modes, which I've always found to be a complete gimmicky thing.
Yeah.
But the little simulations of fire engines and all of that stuff. But actually, the candle thing worked really nicely, and we had a few of us between us, and some of the others, they were very much stepped in the way that their flicker worked, so the way that the intensity that the light was, and in terms of the color temperature, which all modulates slightly. This was really smooth compared to some of the others. So I'm pleased with that. It was good.
Do you think that they
Yeah.
did one of those duplicate factories in China where they basically just took the aperture assembly line and made a version of the MC? Or what's your feeling on this? Is it pretty close?
No.
The diffuser,
I think
the diffuser is identical, but that's
Yeah,
Right.
it looks just like the aperture.
especially when you have it on there. It looks like the aperture MC for sure.
Yeah, and I also have that other, what was it called? The bowling
Yeah,
one. Bowling
I have
vlog
that.
thing, which
I have that.
bought a few years ago. So
Yeah.
that's a much better made thing than this,
Yeah.
I would say. It feels more solid. It's better quality. It's heavy. It's got that fantastic little mount thing on it. This has just got a quarter 20.
Great pouch too. For your
Yeah, it
belt.
does have a great pouch.
It's good.
Yeah,
It really does.
Nice.
It is.
But that cost 3 times what this one did. So
Yeah.
I'm generally very happy with it.
Okay. 360 Grad
That's good.
said, as soon as you touch the wish thing, that's when your whole video went to crap. So it's cursed you, I think.
Shall I
think
try
you
and
should
log
step
out and
out.
come
Yeah, I
back
think
in?
you should step out and come back in. I think that'd be a good idea. Let's cycle. Okay, so that's the number 1 product. I do know, and Ben will talk about it when he comes back in, that his second product was that microphone, which he does not have with him right now. But you essentially bought the same microphone, right, Caleb?
Yeah. I was wondering if maybe we should both talk about it at the same time, since we pretty much had the same mic. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, because I
Okay,
was
cool.
just saying, Ben, you don't have the mic with you, but Caleb basically bought the same one, so you could both talk about that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, let's
let's
tag team
do
that
it.
now. Let's do it.
It's this.
right.
Let me go back
Oh
to
my
it. Really,
gosh.
what happened? This
My
thing
cheap-
right here.
Microphone arm just fell off.
Well, Caleb, if you'd bought the package with the solid arm that it came with, you wouldn't have had that issue.
Look at that.
I have
thing.
a better $13 arm from Amazon. So there it is
Okay.
in all of its
Yeah.
glory. Yours is gold, right?
No, mine's silver.
Oh, so it's like this one? Mine's
Yeah,
chrome.
it looks
black.
pretty much exactly the same. Yeah, chrome and
Oh,
black.
nice. I'll just remove this. I have the tape, so it's the BM800.
It looks absolutely identical. Yeah, because the
Nice.
pictures on
So
our
we
listings
literally
look
picked the
different,
same
but they
one.
are the same. Yeah.
Okay.
It's about the weight of my iPhone case, maybe a little more.
So it's very light for the
Yeah,
size of mic.
the
it is.
mount. The mount is. Let me just cover up my eyes here. The mount is completely plastic.
And does
And
yours slip?
I put a piece of tape. What?
Does your mount slip when the mic's in it? Does it just slide through it?
No, it's nice and it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Mine slips.
But quality control. I put a piece of tape on the front so I can see where the front of the microphone is.
Yes,
Copy.
very very
that's
easy to
really
turn it around,
annoying.
isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I actually have it hooked up. That didn't sound
Great.
good.
You do have it hooked. We
have
can
it
switch
hooked
over
up.
to it.
Yeah. So let me.
Before you do, or while you're doing it,
Yeah.
let me ask you a couple of questions about how you are putting it, because mine came with a really shitty cable which didn't work at all.
I
And
did not order the thing. That's why I did not order the full kit. Is because I knew that cable was going to be
Yeah.
horrendous.
The perfect connection cable.
Yes,
Well, just-
the perfect connection. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which turned out to be slightly less so. But what I wanted to ask you was, I tried it 2 ways. I tried it going directly just in to an input, and I tried it with phantom power. So it does work with
Yes.
both, but when you feed it phantom, things change quite
Do it for
significantly.
the better or the worse.
Better.
Yeah, that's why. That's when I read that it was 48 volts. It took phantom power. I knew that I wasn't even gonna try that cable because there's
Yeah.
a ton of mics like this on Amazon, and it's the same thing. They
Yeah.
work when they
Yeah,
are
but they're
unbalanced,
very
It's
noisy.
just not a good idea. Yeah.
Mhm.
How much did you pay for
So
this,
hopefully
Caleb?
works.
Was this about
let me
$23
pull it
for
up.
this mic?
Yeah, $22. And
Unbelievable.
I'm actually going to on air
yes.
compare it to this,
Ooh.
which is also $20.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Come on.
That looks almost
Don't be
like
shy.
the EV mics. It's kind of like
There you
yeah.
go.
Okay.
It's like an SM58 style thing, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
XM. It's a Behringer complete knockoff. It's the
Okay.
XM 8500. I've talked about it on my channel. $20, $19 for this microphone, and it's the weight of like 8 iPhones. So there's that. All right, so I'm gonna switch over. Hopefully this works. Let me know if I need to go up or down with my levels. So we're switching from a $100 Audio Technica 2020 to a $22 Wish mic,
Okay.
and that should be it right there. Up, down, left, right.
Can you
How do I
can you
sound?
tap it? Can you tap it?
Because it was very hard to tell any kind of change
wait.
there.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I think so, but I can't tell. Tap it on the top, maybe.
There we go. How about that?
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, now
Hello?
totally
Hello?
different.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now it's
turned
changed a lot.
It turned off 48 volts. Too loud? Not loud enough?
It was a little hot at the beginning. It sounds kind of all right now.
Go ahead,
Okay.
just speak from. Yeah, go ahead.
So right now we're in this microphone. Check 1 2, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. This is the Wish microphone, and this should be the Audio Technica AT2020.
We didn't
Check
hear a
1
switch
2.
over there. I personally didn't hear a switch over. I
No,
did
I didn't
once
either.
you. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me do this.
Yeah. Let's
That way
do
you can
that.
really tell.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is the more expensive. Let me make sure it actually is.
Yeah, I don't know if it is.
Yeah. So this is the AT2020. AT2020. This is the cheap microphone.
Yeah.
$100 microphone. $100
So the
microphone.
so I will say the cheap microphone is definitely hotter.
Cheap microphone.
It's
Cheap microphone.
It's definitely
Cheap
hotter
microphone.
than the other one. But one
Yeah.
thing I noticed is when you switched over to the cheapo, that sometimes your audio's dropping. There's like little glitches, whereas it's
Yeah.
just solid on the other one. Like right
Right.
now, for your main mic, I would definitely Audio Technica. I would come up on your levels a little bit, and then with the other
okay.
one right now, the way it's set up, you're right where you need to be.
So I did a test with my those of you who are in the Discord channel, or if you've purchased a guide from me, you get access to the Discord group. A very kind gentleman named Paul jumped on with me this morning in the voice chat over there, and we talked about these two mics. We did some tests, and at least there, I don't know about Ecamm, but it was, and what I saw, I did some QuickTime recordings. This thing's awful compared to this, especially when you go to this guy. So what I'm going to do now, and I know I'm going way over here.
I don't.
I'm just going to real quick.
Yeah.
Check 1 2. I'll have to turn this way up. Check. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Tap it. Can you tap it?
That's definitely that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this
Yeah.
is a $19 microphone, and I think it sounds really, really good. I don't know about over Ecamm, but it's night and day when you do a recording between the two. So
Yeah.
$19 versus $22 and terrible build quality. So I don't know if I'm
Can you
switching back
tap
over
the
to this
other mic?
microphone.
Oh, you just did? Okay.
I just switched to this guy now.
Okay. He's
It
the
might be
Wizard of
all
Oz, everybody.
crapshoot here.
That's
here,
better, right?
but,
Yeah, that mic definitely sounds the best. The cheap one that you bought on Wish has a lot more ambient noise, especially the first time you switched
A
over to
lot more ambient. My theory is you can look in there. I want to take it apart, but I think there's like a lav microphone inside of this thing, and then they're just literally running it down because
Amazing.
they're thinking like, oh, everyone's just gonna go like this with it, so let's just stick a lav little capsule in there because I don't see the big ball in there. You know what?
No.
Can I do this?
Yeah.
See if I can break it on air. Anyway, so
That'd be
long
amazing
story
if you couldn't
short,
do it.
it's it doesn't want to come off. I'm trying to take off the oh, now it's jingling.
Oh boy. Plug it in again. Plug it in and switch to it again. Can you plug it in
Oh,
one more
jeez.
time? We're running out of time here, but we gotta. Oh, there we
I
go.
know we gotta move on.
Oh, that's definitely. Make sure.
All right, so
on
now
that
it's
one.
on this microphone.
Oh,
check
it's
1
horrible.
2.
Yeah,
check
it's very
1 2.
hot, very hot. Okay.
Very hot.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
look,
what I
with close
found.
proximity, it's not.
Check.
you know.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, so
Dog
that's the
poop.
microphone. Do you want me to just blow through my other stuff?
yeah, let's see what else you
Real
got.
quick.
Let's. Yeah, I can't want to
Okay.
see the RGE light, the 1/4-inch nut hole.
Let's deal with that first because
let me
that's the
see
biggest
1/4-inch nut.
disappointment.
Why?
I wish the story was going to be so the light. I bought a light for $24, $23.95. Here's the box.
Ooh, it's promising.
Well, it
Lightsaber-ish.
beat
It is very
straight to hell.
lightsabery.
Oh, I see that, but I was looking at I thought your kids might have gotten to
Yeah.
that or something.
What does it say here? Let's read it, boys and girls. What does
RGB
that say? Do you
light
see that?
stick. RGB.
RGB light stick. Let's see
And
what
there's
we
no
actually got.
RGB. Oh, I'm excited.
Here's the actual light.
Bicolor. Come on, baby.
Let's see.
No.
Well, now it just says light stick.
Oh, wish.
It looks about the same. The plastic is lower somehow quality than my kids' like Fisher Price toys. And when we turn it on, first of all, let's see if it actually turns on. Here we go.
Here we
It's
go.
not turning on.
So
So
an amazing. Yes.
thing number one. Here's what happens when you shake it. Pretty
Sounds
sure it's not
promising.
supposed to make that sound.
Kind of sounds like the mic you bought too. There's a theme here.
Yeah, right. There's something loose in there. Let's see. I don't know if I have. Oh yes, I do have a USB I can steal. I'll at least power it up. Oh, can I even reach with the cable? Oh, great.
You can do
this
it.
is gonna be awkward. So the battery, when the light is off, I'm not even turning the light on. The battery lasts about 10 minutes off with the light off.
That's like the original A7 S from Sony. Is that the one? No, there's some
more like the
camera.
original
No, it's not the
Pocket
A7S.
Cinema camera.
No,
Yeah, Pocket
Black
Cinema
Magic
camera. That's what I'm
OG.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
the original Pocket Cinema camera was about 12 minutes on the battery.
I don't think I ever got more
Okay, so I
than
can't
8.
get it. I can't even get it. Oh, hey.
Sorry.
There we go.
Whoa! There we go. Let
All
there be
right.
light.
I'm not going to turn the brightness up because then it starts to blink. It looks like it's in like an SOS mode when you turn the brightness all the way up, unless it's plugged in via USB. So, no RGB at all on this light.
Yeah.
My modes include warm, cool, and medium,
And that's
Medium.
and some brightness. Let me turn
I
it
love
up.
medium. I love medium light. Oh, there you go. Amazing.
Oh, it's actually
Oh, not
staying on.
bad.
Usually it blinks
at
at
that.
this point. So there's full output warm. There's cool.
Yeah.
Let me turn off my background light.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be that bad if it actually worked and stayed on.
yeah.
Medium and warm. Back to cool. So it is a light stick, but the fact that it has no RGB immediately destroys like ever buying this. Forget the battery situation. It's because for like for another $5 you can go buy Ben's light on Amazon and get it in 2
Yeah.
days.
And it's a
Yeah.
million times better.
Yeah.
And Robert,
So,
I
big
like your,
disappointment.
technically it is RGB since white light includes all of those, which is true.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I mean, heck, this light is like $5 or $10, maybe $20. Even at $20, it's cheaper, and like that's pretty sick.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
nice.
I like
I like
that.
that hard
Yeah.
edge. That's cool.
Yeah, so
with a
this is
little
like
with a little discoloring
$20.
on the edge, but that's pretty
yeah,
standard
yeah,
for an
yeah.
RGB.
A little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
cool.
was trying to be. I was being kind. Come on.
Well, I did
Yeah.
a video on $20, but this has full RGB and it has a lens on it and stuff. It's a great little light.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was a
Cool.
big disappointment. And then finally, we have the one and only.
Ta-da!
Wait, what is this? What am I even holding? Oh, okay. Now I know.
Oh, come on.
Because it tells me
it's
on
a
the lens
camera.
cap. It's a
At least
camera.
it's not a camera with a K, but it
Yeah.
could be.
I hope you've got
Camera.
some footage
There.
of that we can see.
Let me turn on my
Just so you
background.
know, yeah. That $7 lens cap, at least they put the word camera on it.
See if you
Nice.
can see
Is that
that,
is that a 1.4? That lens? 1.2.
Shut up.
aperture? It says on there.
It's a .95.
5.0 at L 9.88 millimeter. Let's turn it on so you guys can hear the lovely little jingle it gives you.
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's see here. See if I can get focus. Turn it on. Welcome.
Oh.
I don't know if you
Whoa.
heard that. Hey, there
That's
we go.
It's
And
great.
see how that looks really weird? What
Yeah.
you guys are seeing is actually what it looks like when
But
you
it
look
actually
at
records.
the back of this camera.
Now, you have a couple of
All
clips
right.
here, Caleb. Are we playing
Yeah, I
any
sent
of
you
these?
2 clips. Just play the first one.
Okay, here we go.
It should be like
Here-
000 or something.
Yeah, here we go.
So the
This
flicker that
is
goes
the
on.
Wish
Ooh.
camera, filming some video.
I like how sharp it
On
is.
the back of the
and
screen.
and there's no over sharpening at all to
The
The rolling
compensate.
shutter's pretty good on
0,
it. That's almost unnoticeable.
Yeah, you can barely see the wobble. What is this? The
It's
Was
like
it the
filming
A-
the back screen of an A7S1 with an A7S1.
1080p.
This is
That
amazing.
sound is pressing the zoom button.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that I really love is the no rolling shutter. That's
And
the
do you
part
like the
that I
date?
like.
Do you like the date
Yeah,
on the bottom of the
global
screen?
I
shutter on
do.
a camera
When
at
you,
that price point's amazing.
when you go into the menu and turn off the date, it still is there.
And it's too,
So
I had the
anyway.
problem with my camera on that too, and it took me.
Last thing I'll
Yeah.
show you real quick.
me.
Let me go full screen here. I took some photos with it, or a photo. I'll just show one photo for time.
Yeah. Just crop that to a 4:3, by the way, Caleb. And if you did 4:3 aspect ratio, you'd have a perfect camera to do like the old video, just to stress it.
Yeah.
It's not
So the photo is just a screen grab from the video, essentially, and it's marketed as a 1080p camera. But
Yes.
I think you guys can guess that's not quite accurate.
That's amazing.
Date, judging
Good
by the
for
date,
you.
2016. So I wonder if this is like the last Nokia phone produced ever in 2016.
They stuck the Nokia
I
phone
don't know.
into that camera body.
Yeah.
So what was
Which
what
is
was the
so
video?
lightweight, it's ridiculous.
What was the video size
crazy.
that came out of the camera of the files?
I actually just pulled it
The
up.
frame size.
Resolution is 1280 by 960 4:3.
Best camera ever.
Yeah, and I think that's upscaled somehow. So
All right.
clearly. Anyway, so
Um,
that's my stuff. Kind of a disappointment all around. The microphone isn't really that good. I had kind of high hopes, I think, and then the light I thought was going to be actually good. I thought I was going to get like what Ben got, like something usable,
Nope.
and it's trash, which is
I was
really
totally
sad.
That's a
because I was
shame.
looking forward to using it. The camera I thought was going to be terrible, and it was.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was not
Ooh.
expecting to get much out of that.
That's
Mine is a
worth
pop
whatever.
flash.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That is
But I'll
nice.
give it to my kids, and they're gonna love it. They're gonna run around taking photos. So I knew it was gonna go into a landfill, Ben. So that's my deal. There's my 100 and what was my total that I
don't
spent on
know.
all this junk?
Ben is winning.
$109.70. Yeah, Ben's on fire.
You are winning, and you will continue to win. It's we're calling
Well,
it right now. Well,
only-
let's just say
only
you
one of
won
the
because of the light. Yeah, the
Yeah.
microphone is dog
See,
food.
I did use it also on a because I don't know if you do the same, but often in the whole process of if you're doing a voiceover for a commercial job, I often record it.
Oh, I
and
do
then
them
as
all
a
the
final-
time. That's
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
6 hours a day I'm
Before-
recording voiceovers for commercial projects.
So I just do it before it goes off to the voice artist. We do it as a check so the client approves everything, and then we send it off to the
Oh,
voice
I got
artist so
it.
they can actually they can use it as a placeholder and see it. So I put on my best telephone voice, get all very BBC, and I used it for one of those the other week, and it sounded all right. It was very easy to clip it. You'd get a level which sounded fine. You'd listen to it back, and it was clipping again, and it seemed like it was very hot.
Yeah,
Hmm.
You're turning it
something's
down
up with that
to-
mic. It was changing on me too. Like
Yeah.
every other word, it felt like it was different.
I think if you had all of the the processing for BBC One, you'd have a good radio voice, Ben. I think you'd be okay.
I agree.
You do. I think you'd be
think-
all right.
I think you two would. I think for foreigners, like I do voice work in the Czech Republic because I'm the only English person that the guy that does the voiceovers knows.
Yeah.
So it's easy. I'm better at doing an English voice than a Czech person, and I think for Americans as well, it's kind of. I think here it's not. Like I sound all right, but it's not voiceover all right.
Yeah. All right, we got David coming in a minute. Guillermo says, guess all these products are from China. No, they're all from Mexico, Guillermo. I'm just taking the piss. Just messing with you. All right, I've known Memo for a long time. So I got this light. There's nothing fancy about this light. I mean, this is just essentially a correctly labeled version of what you had, Caleb, if that's the right way to say it. It's basically, it's got
It's
three
brighter than
color
mine.
temperatures. It is brighter for sure. And it's got 3 color temperatures, and you can dim it. And I guess it has a sensor. And then you just basically change the color temperature. And then you hold down this button, and it dims down or dims up. I have a lot of lights that are similar to this that are smaller. There's a little magnet thing you can stick on the back. For the money, Ben definitely won. His light was
Yeah.
far more usable than this,
He has
and
a
not a lot
video
different.
light, an RGB video light.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, I'm going to stick this in the closet or something. It's I don't know what, but it's it's something. I'll put it in the background, and you can power it off of USB. And I stick these, like a lot of these lights that are in the background, you can turn on and you can use them for a little bit of depth. You can stick them up on a wall. They can create a little bit of something. So they're fine. They're, it's not, I'm not going to use that. This, on the other hand, this piece of shit. Look, it doesn't even
Hey, you
rotate.
got a flip out screen. That's so great.
Well, it flips
wow.
out, but it doesn't even rotate, right? And
It's like
and
a
then
rangefinder. Mine's like a Canon Rebel V1.
let's see if I turn this on. Oh, here we go. I get a different welcome than you. Oh, and I get a little nice thing. There it is. And
sounds.
it only does 30p. Well, it does other resolutions as well. It's an f2.4, which doesn't even make sense, by the way. But it says it's an f equals 2.4 millimeter, f equals 5.04 millimeter, which really just means, and it has the word macro in it, which is a bunch of bullshit. Because let me just tell you that one of the great things, as it says goodbye to me as I turn it off, about this camera is that there's no autofocus, there's no manual focus features. You have to make sure that the subject matter is 2 meters or more away from the camera for things to be in focus.
It's a fixed focus lens.
It's a piece of shit. There's no audio meters.
Zoom?
Oh, yeah. In fact, speaking of, let's take a look at a couple of things here, okay? This is a 1x on the zoom, just so you can see. Okay. So this is about as good as it's going to get. Well, it's maybe about as good as it's going to get. This, by the way, is a 3 to 4x. And then this is what happens to the image when you go to 10x, if you can hear me. There's no focusing feature. It's so bad in terms of the quality. There's so much stuff. And then this is at the 2 meters
Well, here
away.
it is, kids. Bringing you back to the old days. Lots of light and getting that camera far enough away from you, and also
I can't even watch this. It's ridiculous. 2 meters
Did you
away.
film at Caleb's house?
Hey, Jem, did you see what my camera did? Yours is in the correct aspect ratio.
Correct.
It's like, it's close-ish. Mine is horrific. It glitches, lags, the rolling shutter is out of control.
You can't set any audio levels, though. The rolling shutter is horrible.
Control?
No.
Mine had an EV. I could dial in the EV.
No.
Shift.
And here's the awful thing about this thing. Not only do you have to be at least 2 meters away, and you're locked in, but there's just zero, like, once you turn it on, it is what you get what you get. This is a doorstop, in my opinion.
Mine's too light for a doorstop.
You can only shoot with this camera at 1x zoom, because if you go anywhere past 1x zoom, the entire image just breaks. Right? It just becomes but it just, I mean, you should see what it's at 10x, and it goes to 16x. At 10x, if you could see it full screen, it's unbelievable. It's as if you put a comic book filter on your footage or something. Horrible.
Wow, what a shocker.
Total waste of $100. I mean,
Yeah.
As if I didn't know. I'm doing a lot better buying film cameras on eBay right now than I am buying that piece of crap. By the way, speaking of, this is my latest here. This is the Olympus OM4 Ti, and I think I paid like $350 for it. It's amazing.
Nice.
This is a great shape camera. So having fun with that. David's here. Should we let David in? I think we should do
100%.
it. Let's do it. Here we go. David's coming in, and I'll assign him. He's coming into the green room, I think. Come on, David. I don't see you, though. Is your camera on? Once I see you here, I can let you in. Well, I have let you in. David, can you hear us? David. David and I did a test earlier. David, I'm going to kick you out and have you come back in. Your camera's not showing up. Let's see what happens.
Well,
All
while
right.
you sort that out,
Yes, sir.
we'll just, since we're going to go with David here in a second, I'm just going to say the recap for me is just buy something on Amazon where you'll get what you actually see, and it will be
100%.
RGB.
100%.
And it'll
there
be
we
there
go.
tomorrow.
Or be Ben and score big.
Let's see.
It's one, and the clamps were good.
All right, we got
There
David
he
here.
is.
David Carroll. What's up?
Hey, David.
Can you hear us? I can hear you. I can hear that chair. We can hear you. Whoa. What was that?
Oh, drink.
Can you hear me?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Wait a minute.
Avinash,
you can't hear
I
us.
don't know. I don't know who these cheap cameras will be good for somewhere, but clearly for a landfill, like Wally. I don't know. We're waiting.
Can you hear me now?
We can, but we don't see you. We see your drink image. So tell us when we can see you again.
That's just the
There we
switcher.
go.
I was starting off with my drink because Cameron Flask.
There we go. What are you drinking, by
Nice.
the way, David?
Oh, I have Jack Daniel's Rye.
There we
with
go.
Some healthy
Nice.
cola.
Healthy cola.
Healthy cola.
As cola is, always healthy. Well, David has participated in many of our challenges, including our frames challenges and some of our dollar amount challenges, and is the only person probably who consistently is in every
Actually
single
does
challenge.
stuff.
Actually does
Yeah.
stuff and says he's going to and does. There's some very strange
When I learn my
comments coming in
PDF.
right now. And then here's Dave's. Let's take a look at Dave's PDF here. So this is David Carroll's Wish or Wish I Hadn't, and Sennheiser IE80 headphones. Looks like they actually came in a box, and they are actually Sennheiser. Are there is there two S's in the front part of the name or something? 33
No,
bucks.
it's-
Claiming they were normally $289. They're high fidelity. Tell us about these things, David. What's the deal with them?
All right. Well, they're supposed to be self-tuning to the environment room, like some speakers nowadays, the Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah.
So they get the optimum performance. And on the back of them, as you can see in that picture, they have a little adjuster for the bass. Absolutely does not work.
Great.
I was playing around with them, there's no difference. It doesn't work at all. So maybe the thing you're talking about, the factories make these, and then they ship the good ones, and the speakers in this one are really terrible.
Okay.
So they may be good for running sound if you have nothing else to do because they're flat, and they're actually really lifeless, even less than flat.
So, David, just tell me again, what was the difference in price between what these normally were and what you paid for?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well, I got several different things. On eBay, they're going for $130. They're discontinued, by the way. This is the older model. They have an updated version of this. I don't know if it's the 80i or 80 something like that, but these are discontinued. And one site claimed they were $230, and a YouTube guy I watched, he said they're phenomenal. I don't even use my over-the-head headphones. They're so fantastic, and I put them on. I was like, what? They're shitty as hell. I was like, nothing. They're just barely.
This is how good they are. Well,
That's how good they are.
let's just say that the
I can
chances
give you a little
those are
close of them.
yeah, the chances are those are not actually Sennheiser headphones.
No.
My guess, meaning I'm
Clean
very
the earwax
I'm
out with a little tool they give you.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And there's
My
a little
guess,
screwdriver.
yeah. Let me get rid of everybody else here on this view so we can see this. Yeah.
So yeah. So
Yeah. I think they're
you
garbage.
basically wipe the earwax out and increase your bass right here, but it does nothing at all. And what I've watched, and it even disconnects. It all seems like legit, like from the videos I've seen, but I think they just put awful speakers in it because the packaging is. They even went to the trouble of having the little case here.
Metal case and everything.
It's a little
So
brushed plastic. Well, maybe a little aluminum plate.
The metal
just a
case
few
would be
minutes
good.
ago,
Like
I found-
a lot of people in the UK roll their own cigarettes. Could use it for that, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I found something messing around. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a little battery, but there's little washers in here. I have no clue what they're.
Always a good
dude,
sign.
That's for weight. That's for weight 100%.
Those are the Wish specials you got there.
Free washers.
They made of lead. Just
The washers, but no quarter nut hole.
Exactly.
And
Well,
I watched a
did you
YouTube
get
video, and the lady
Yeah.
said that she held up the boxes like this, but the quality was so low. She goes, you can tell by the wording, the large size of the text and the fonts and all this, and you really couldn't tell for the quality. But she said the giveaway, it was no QR code where you couldn't scan it and do your warranty, and there's absolutely no QR code. So they're bogus. They're fakos. Flagazis, I guess.
well,
Now you can make
as
a
much as
YouTube
I'm kind
video
of-
putting it to bed.
I'm sort of on the one hand, I'm sorry that you didn't get what you thought it was going to be, or potentially didn't think, but whatever. But I was worried that yours was going to just all work and be great and not be that much fun to talk about. But congratulations, that's
Me
great.
too, I
Welcome to
guess.
the club.
Like,
That's
but
good.
they're
Yeah.
terrible.
Even better.
That's good content right there.
They're horrible.
Basically,
So-
so I'm either not going to contact the people at all, or just throw in my sound recording bag in case all my
you're
headphones
never-
break and I have.
I mean, I'm never going to be able to return this, regardless. I never thought that this would show up in my house and do anything but, be a part of today's show.
paperweight.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, what is the moral of the story? Linda says, don't buy stuff on Wish. I would agree with that.
At least in this category, I would say definitely don't do
Right.
it.
No.
Just go to Amazon. You can find a lot of the same stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a toy or a bong, I guess it might be a good place to go. But other than that,
Or a bunch of really weird
or
stuff.
some other
Really
things
kinky stuff.
that
Yes.
I've never seen on Amazon. I mean,
Exactly. Or you could go to Alibaba and buy 1,000 or 10,000 of them, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I had delusions of grandeur for a moment at work. I got a friend who was standing by me. He's hears everything I talk about, what I do with you guys. He goes, they're going to be fakes. They're not going to work. I said, no. I listened to several classic music tracks, some rock. I'm trying to adjust it. They're doing nothing. I was like, oh no, maybe I'm doing something wrong. This is no. It's Wish.
Fake.
oh well.
Fake. Moral of the
It was an
story:
itch. We've scratched it.
if you're going to order
Not to be repeated.
on places, you're probably safer in Amazon land. Really checking your reviews and everything, and spending some time, and secondarily, if that's a word, eBay. You got to be a little more careful on eBay. I think how long have they been a member? How many ratings do they have? You got to dig. And the thing with eBay is ask lots of questions. Don't be afraid to go beyond the description. Have some communication. If you send a question out to a seller on eBay and they don't answer in 24 hours, then something's probably up. And they're not really doing
it
business.
wasn't bad when I sent it. It didn't look that when I sent it to you.
Yep. I know.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the end of my
good news
wish.
is for those who are concerned about the environment, Ben actually got a good light and a microphone he said he can use.
Yeah.
I've got a light that's, I'll take apart for parts because I can totally
Yep.
turn this into some kind of cool prop and just turn it into like an AC powered light.
Yeah.
My microphone, I'll probably have to take apart and do something with, maybe turn it into
I'm
a prop
intrigued to see,
in the
yeah.
background.
But let me know what's
And then,
inside that thing when you strip it.
My camera, my one kid will totally love this. Jem will send me his other camera if he doesn't
I
come
will.
up with a use, and my other kid will love it, and everything will be
Yes.
good. It'll all be put to use.
It'll
Lasts
all
longer than an actual kid toy. It's like, oh,
exactly.
it's fun. Trash.
Yeah.
Happy
got an
meals,
image.
you know, toys get thrown away immediately.
It's the question I have for you though, Caleb, is does that light have a 1/4-inch nut hole? Did it at least have that on the bottom? Is that yes or no? Wait, hold on. It does have a 1/4-inch
Does.
nut hole. It does.
And it is a
okay.
proper brass insert. So there you go. Whereas my camera is a plastic.
And this just in,
Or
Wish
nut
just
hole.
purchased OnlyFans, so they're combining together, and that'll be
No,
that'll
get
be
out
the
of
new.
here. You're joking.
I
You're
am.
pulling
I'm
my
taking
leg.
the
You
piss.
have to be. That'd be
Unbelievable.
ridiculous. 2 of our
Can you
memes
imagine?
put together.
Oh my
How are they
goodness.
even
Well,
still in
this
business? Constantly selling garbage all the time.
Have you been to Planet Earth? This is part of. It's called consumerism. They just
You know
keep
what I mean?
feeding the
There's
fire.
All the
For
stuff,
years.
all the things that we have hinted at that we can't say for fear of demonetization.
Yes.
I think that's why that place is still alive. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of really creepy folks buying a lot of
There's
stuff.
a lot of special interest
Oh,
products
okay.
on there.
So that's the cover. They have to have the other normal things to sell that don't work to hide the other.
Maybe.
yeah. Something.
I like it. That's it. That's it
I'm
right
just
there.
telling you the vast amount of product that is produced on a second by second basis in China is unfathomable. It's just the amount of stuff that's being produced in that country.
I don't like to
regularly.
think about it. It's depressing.
It is depressing.
I just imagine a giant like black smoke, like satellite. I'm amazed you can still see China, parts of China rather, parts of China from a satellite. What is it? What is the one city where it's all made? It's like one spot. Everything comes from one place. Oh,
Yes.
there goes Ben.
Shenzhen.
The-
Shenzhen.
the government got him.
Shenzhen. The
But the
government
rest
got
of the country
Hey,
is
just when you
gorgeous.
said
Rest
it,
countries-
just when you said China,
I know.
he went out.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I
Had
love
the lock
China.
there.
Yeah. The rest of the country's beautiful, but it's just that one place is where it's all made.
It is
Anyways.
right across the street from Hong Kong. I agree though. Support your local shops too. I try to do that.
100%.
Um,
And buy used.
I do order
buy
stuff
used.
on.
There's so much better stuff for the, $20 can buy you a vintage lens. You can get an
Yes.
M42 lens for $20. Do that. Don't buy a.
eBay is pretty
Like
amazing
thick.
still. There's some really
yeah, it
great
is.
stuff there.
100%.
Got to have some great buyers out there, great sellers, and here he is coming in for the sayonara. Let's see, where is he?
Well, that's
Come
where I
on,
got my C200 and my EOS R during the pandemic
really?
from eBay.
Nice.
Did
I
they
bought all
swallow
my-
you up? What happened? Did they take you into
I
the
don't
back
know.
room there?
It kicked me out again. It keeps.
I
doing
said the
it. It
word
hates
China
me.
and you just vanished.
Boom.
Hates me. I
That's
don't know.
it. He said
But before-
carne,
before
and
we
you were
go-
gone. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Someone was saying they were from Oxford earlier on. I'm working in Oxford in a couple of weeks. I need recommendations of places to go eat, etc. I'm going to be there on my own for like 2 days.
Was it
couple of
Kate
weeks.
/ just ignore me?
Oh yeah,
was it?
Maybe,
Oxford.
maybe. It was someone at the beginning. Someone mentioned they lived in Oxford, so I'm up for recommendations for food and whatnot.
Just search for it. Yeah, just ignore me. I.e. Kate.
Okay,
Hello
cool.
from Oxford, UK.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
recommendations would be much
Avinash,
appreciated.
suggestion: can you use your influence for some charity? Maybe get some deserving kids into photo and video. Yeah, I mean, I think we all have an educational side to us, and I actually have a lot of equipment on the other side of this wall, which I need to organize, and I'm going to be donating to my
Jim
kids'
and I have
school.
talked about this. That is a great way to, if you have like older gear that works and is useful, but you don't use, donate it.
Yes.
Find a local charity, search for organizations in your area. That's usually how I'll like, let things kind of pile up and then kind of find
Yep.
someone who needs it. And that's a fantastic way to pay, pass it on.
Yeah.
Stuff that you're
Yeah.
upgrading from. If you've got a couple, wireless audio kits and a couple lenses and maybe an older camera and light stands, lights, that stuff can super be used by.
Yeah, and they're going to beat
Nonprofits.
it up, but the reality is that there's always a need for kids to get into content creation, and they're starting at earlier and earlier ages. So even if you go into elementary and middle school, I mean, you can donate lights and cameras and tripods and anything you have. It's going to get used. One kid, if one kid has access to that equipment and creates something with it, then it's been worth it. So absolutely, anybody.
So next time when you upgrade to your Rode Wireless Go 3, find a charity to give your wireless Go 2s to.
And then we got 360 Grad always supporting us. What, David?
We have a local film festival near me, and they have their own cinema. They built it a couple of years ago, and they have a teenage group where they do filmmaking. They come and learn about it. I donated an MC to them one time, and I have some other things I want to donate to them. But
very cool.
It's like a little. I guess they do little. They come and learn about filmmaking at the film festival cinema. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. And with that, if you would like to read the last two comments from 360 Grad and Rabbit Tribble, you can. If you don't want to, then that's fine. I'm going to leave with Wooter saying, I was that one kid, so yes, please. So that's how I'm going to go out with another drink. And then go ahead, Ben. I'm ready for you.
I was just going to say, because 360 wanted an explanation, one of the product categories that I saw, there was a brand that kept cropping up called Swiss Navy, which seems a weird thing because Switzerland, last time I looked, didn't have a sea. So maybe you could explain that from an insider's point of view as to Swiss culture. I didn't really get it. Interesting
branding
product.
Thing. Hey, you know, because they always wanted to have a navy, but they can't. They're all out on a lake somewhere, and they're like, "Where's the sea? We're the Swiss Navy."
Also,
you have a look at the products. They're in.
I know Jem's trying to end to wrap this bad thing up, but
really
I'm gonna throw in my last thing. Linda's comment. I'm trying to avoid Amazon too. It's hard sometimes. I think we should pick a month, and we should all band together and not buy anything from Amazon for 1 month.
Oh shit!
See if we can do it.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I can.
But I think we should try.
When I'm in Czech,
August would be August is the best month for me.
I buy my vitamins from
there.
there.
I'll do it. I need to break this cycle, Caleb.
Video gear from Amazon, because it can. Get
I will
nasty,
break the cycle, but I think I will double down on that and say you can't order off of Amazon, eBay. I'm not going to say Wish because I don't even care about Wish, Alibaba, or any of the other. It's and
online shopping. For a month.
No online equipment shopping. You can browse all you want.
Let's all band together and let's like end up with an extra $1,000 a year or whatever, accidentally slips through the cracks. Yes. You know how it is. Oh, $20 here, $60 here.
Oh, trust me, I know. Oh, I need that cookbook. Oh, can I have that really cool USB charger? Oh, can I have that? Buy. It's a disease.
Box of shame arrives at your door every other day.
Yes, and when it doesn't show up, you're missing it. It's bad. It's really bad.
That's what I got today. This book I had on the video.
I've got withdrawals. A brown box hasn't shown up.
I'm already starting to have heart palpitations. I need a defibrillator, which we could buy after a month. You could save up so much money. You could get a defibrillator.
Every time you're about to buy something, whatever month we pick, every time you're about to buy something, copy the item, the title of the item, and put it in a notes, and just paste it next show. And we'll all be like, yes.
Stuff we've saved.
That would be great, actually. I think, can you imagine, you look for everything that you want to buy in a 1 month period, and then you have to share it on Camera and Flask?
Yep.
As long as this isn't Wish we're talking about, is it? This is
anything, right?
All right, we got to get out of here.
If you ordered a defibrillator from Wish, Wooder, it would definitely be a bong, is what it would be. It would have something to do with inhaling or air or oxygen, but it would be the wrong thing, which I don't condone at all. Suggestion: moving camera challenge, one wheel versus. Okay, we do need to get another challenge next week. Kids. We're going to talk about our new challenge and what that's going to be. All 34 of you. And David, we're going to say thank you to. And David,
thank you. Nice
can you
talking
have
to
a ceremonial video you can share of you burning the Sennheiser? I'm not going to condone that, but you got to do something.
Well, like I said, I'm going to throw in my sound. You know, I run sound sometimes, boom operate. I'm just going to tuck them in the bottom, and if they're there, I need them. They're something. They actually create noise, so I can hear something.
Here's a tip. Throw those in the most deep pocket of your most used luggage. Someday you're going to go on the plane.
Oh.
You're going to go on the plane, and you're going to get your buds. And you're going to find those sacred little crappy earbuds, and it's going to stick your butt.
Take them onto the bottom of your camera. I walked 3 miles up to do an interview the other day, and then got there and then realised I hadn't got any cans because we had to slim it down to nothing to carry it a long way up this big hill, and then just had to wing it. Like we recording a couple of seconds, then listening to it back on the speaker on the back of the camera. Yeah, that kind of sounds cleanish.
The day that Ben buys AirPods will be a cold day in hell, is my guess.
Indeed.
Dual SIM.
See?
Indeed.
Dual SIM is all it takes.
Dual SIM.
Hey, that's all it takes.
SIM.
Yeah.
And with that quarter-inch nut hole with 3 dongles down, and a bag of dongles with 7 dongles down, we're ending our October 27th Wish Challenge episode 11 minutes past the hour. We haven't done that very often. Caleb,
no.
I don't know what's going on there in the Midwest, but
it's time to watch horror movies and order a pizza here.
Ooh, I could murder a pizza right now. That sounds pretty good. But I think I'm going to have a dry burrito. Street burrito is what I'm
I had burrito last night.
What about you, Caleb? Have you ever had? Forget it. We're gonna end this now because it's the time.
It's a mid:15 in here, and I've got a really early call tomorrow. You know, if we
all right, love you guys. We're out. We're out, kids. See you later.
Thank you for watching, everybody, and hanging in there.
All the best.